Whenever you refer to me, even if I'm 10,000 miles away, you must abandon the rules of grammar and parrot whatever gibberish I assign to you. That's not only absurd, it's arrogant in the extreme. Okay, the trans agenda has infiltrated our society largely through language, and I don't mean that the gender ideologues use language to make compelling arguments. Not at all. Rather, they manipulate language itself. They make it into their pet. They talk about preferred pronouns, but a pronoun is a grammatical construct. It has to be deployed according to the laws of grammar, not the fickle whims of the individual to whom it refers. You know, if I'm standing on this stage and you want to communicate to somebody else about the fact that I am standing on this stage, you will say, he is standing on that stage. It would be grammatically and factually incorrect, to say she is standing on that stage, as she denotes a human female, which I am not. It would be incorrect to say they are standing on the stage, as that indicates more than one person on the stage, which there is not. It would be incorrect to say Z or Zer is standing on the stage, because that would seem to suggest that there's some sort of space alien on the stage, which, as far as you know, I am not. In a similar way, if I'm standing on a stage and I insist that my preferred preposition is off, it would make no sense for you to respect my preferences and tell everybody that I'm standing off the stage. Now, I may prefer the word off. I may think that I am off the stage. I may identify as somebody who's standing off the stage, but that doesn't change the objective fact that I am indeed on the stage. Prepositions, nouns, and pronouns and verbs, unless they're used in a fictional story or poem or something, are usually meant to convey objective facts about reality. If they're not going to perform that function, then they no longer perform any function at all, and meaningful, useful words have been reduced to impotent nonsense. But shouldn't we just be polite and call people by their preferred pronouns anyway? Because it's the nice thing to do. Well, answer no, and here's why. First, you don't generally call somebody a pronoun when you're speaking to them. If you want to address a person directly, you just use his or her name. And a name can be whatever you want it to be. If a woman says her name is Fred, or a man says his name is Sally, I'll call her Fred and him Sally, because names are, by definition, personal, basically arbitrary. Pronouns are objective and also generally more distant. You're usually called by a pronoun when you're not physically present for the discussion. So when somebody insists on a preferred pronoun, he's trying to prevent you from using proper grammar even when he's not in the room with you. He's saying, whenever you refer to me, even if I'm 10,000 miles away, you must abandon the rules of grammar and parrot whatever gibberish I assign to you. That's not only absurd, it's arrogant in the extreme. He's trying to control what you say about him when he's not even in the room. That's not how language works. That's not how grammar works. That's not how life works. It's not my job to enforce your self-perception. So you might see yourself as a woman, but that's not how I see you. And that's not what you actually are. And so I can't be required to affirm what I don't believe and what I know to be untrue. And further, it's not my job to adopt your perception of yourself. How crazy is it that this is what people think and that so many people just accept it? As I explained on Dr. Phil, I might perceive myself as handsome and brilliant. Please don't laugh at that. But I said, please don't laugh. But I can't require that everybody who speaks about me also have that same perception. I can't say to you, well, I see myself this way, and so you have to see me that way. Again, that's just simply not how it works. My self-perception is not a project that the whole world has to take on.